Good morning to everyone. Today I am going to tell about the general characteristics of phylum Coelenterata. So before knowing the general characteristics of phylum Coelenterata, let us know about what the coelentrates are. So here the coelentrates are also calling as Cnidaria. So coelentrates, the phylum Coelenterata includes the multicellular animals with tissue grade of organization. So your tissue grade of organization means all these cells are organized into tissues, and all the cells of tissues performs as the same functions of cells. So here phylum Coelentrates having a multicellular with the tissue grade of construction or organization. So these coelentrates comes under the division radiata. That means the organisms are radially symmetrical, and these coelentrates are having a two germ layer. Hence these are grouped under the diploblastic animals. So here these coelentrates are non-coelentrates are there are 9,000 species are known. So now 9,000 species are known. So now come to the definition of phylum Coelenterata. So Coelenterata defined as diploblastic. So as I said, here there are presence of two germ layers. So because of presence of two germ layers, here it is calling as a diploblastic. Metazoa is nothing but a multicellular. So diploblastic, multicellular with tissue grade of construction, which having a nematocyst. Nematocyst is the defensive organ, and single gastrovascular cavity or coelentron. So here gastrovascular cavity means a large cavity, or it is also calling as a coelenteron. So here diploblastic metazoa with tissue grade of construction, which having nematocyst and a single gastrovascular cavity. So here diploblastic means presence of two germ layer, metazoa means multicellular animal, tissue grade of construction means here all these cells organized as a tissue which performs the same function, and a nematocyst. Nematocyst is also calling as stinging cells. So these stinging cells helps in capturing of prey and also act as a defensive organ, and presence of single gastrovascular cavity, that means large cavity is present, or also calling as a coelenteron. Okay, so now coming to the general characteristics of the phylum Coelenterata. So as I said, these organisms are multicellular. So they are multicellular animals with tissue grade of organization, and they are aquatic. So mostly marine, except few are freshwater form. For example, hydra. So mostly they are marine, but except in few cases only the organisms are freshwater form. Example here hydra. And these coelentrates are sedentary or free swimming. So here sedentary means they are non-movable. They attach to the substrate. Okay, so sedentary means non-movable, attached to the substrate. Or some are free swimming. That means they can easily move in their habitat. And solitary or colonial. Solitary means they grow single, or colonial means they grow group wise. Okay, so these coelentrates are sedentary or free swimming, and solitary or colonial. Okay, so these individuals are, as I said, radial symmetry or biradially symmetrical. So radial symmetry means when the body of individual cut into or can divide into two equal parts or halves by by cut or by any plane which pass through the center. Okay, so that is radial symmetry. So when the organism body is can divided into two halves by passing any plane passing through the center, which can divide the equal parts or two halves. That is calling as a radially symmetry. And biradial symmetry means when the individual equally cut into two similar halves by one or two vertical plane. Okay, so one or two vertical plane. So that is calling as biradially symmetrical. So here organism or individual are radially symmetry or biradially symmetrical, and the animals of Coelenterata are diploblastic. So diploblastic means here presence of two layers. Outer layer of cells are ectoderm, inner layer of cells are endoderm. So in between these two terms, there are presence of intermediate layer. So intermediate layer is a non-cellular gelatinous mesoglia. Okay, so hence these coelentrates are diploblastic because of presence of two germ layer, ectoderm, endoderm. In between these two, there is presence of intermediate layer, that is non-cellular gelatinous mesoglia. Okay, so two layers irutte. So two layers ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ ಜಿಲಾಟಿನಸ್ ಮೀಸೋಗ್ಲಿಯಾ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. This is not a layer. Okay, so presence of only two layers. Hence, the coelentrates are also calling as diploblastic animals. And so here, these organisms are acoelomate. That means absence of coelom. So there is no any coelom or cavity. So acoelomate animals. And these coelentrates having short and slender tentacles which are encircled the mouth of the organism. For example, hydra. So here hydra. So here presence of mouth which encircled with short, slender, one or two holes of tentacles. So tentacles. So here these tentacles, okay, provides nematocyst or stinging cells. So here presence of nematocyst. So mouth ಗೆ ಸರೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಟೆಂಟಕಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಟೆಂಟಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಯಾಟೋಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. So these nematocyst or it is also calling as cnidoblast or it is also calling as stinging cells. So this helps in capture of food and also these are act as a defensive organ. So food capture ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, and ಇದು ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. So here tentacles. So tentacles are short and slender which encircles the mouth. And here mouth is serve as a ingestion and egestion. That means it takes food inside and it ejects the waste substance. So hence mouth serve for ingestion and egestion. So here these tentacles which provides the nematocyst, cnidoblast and stinging cells. Okay, so these nematocyst helps in capturing of food and act as a defensive organ. Now these coelentrates are carnivorous. So here digestion is intracellular as well as extracellular digestion takes place. And the presence of nervous system. So here nervous system is loose network of nerve cells are present which are located in the body wall. That means here body wall means you already know. So here presence of outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. So nerve cells are present in the ectoderm and in the region of endoderm. So these are located wall of the body or body wall. Then here lack of respiratory, circulatory and excretory system. There is no any respiratory, circulatory, excretory system. But here respiration and excretion takes place through the general body surface by diffusion or osmosis mechanism. Okay. So listen, so here lack of respiration, circulatory and excretory systems are absent, but respiration and excretion takes place through the general body surface by diffusion and osmosis mechanism. And these cylindrites having one more special characters, that is the exhibition of polymorphism phenomenon. So here polymorphism means here cylindrites are having many forms of labels. So here polymorphism, this polymorphism is the special characteristics in this phylum Cylindrata. So polymorphism is two type of zooids. So in the polymorphism having two types of zooids. One is polyp and another one is medusa. So polyp is sessile, asexual zooid. So sessile means this is also sedentary. So sessile, asexual zooid. Medusa, free swimming and sexual zooid. Okay, remember this point. Polymorphism is the very important characteristics of phylum Cylindrites. So it having a two type of zooids, polyps and medusa. Polyps is the sessile and asexual zooid. Medusa is free swimming and sexual zooid. So in the next character is reproduction. So reproduction is two methods. Takes place by two methods. So one is asexual method and another one is sexual method. So in the asexual method it is takes place by budding. Okay, budding means here, see in the hydra, so formation of a bud. Okay, and after that this bud is separated by the individual and form as another hydra. Okay, so like this by budding. And sexual, so here sexual method by the formation of gametes, that is fusion of male and female gametes. So sexual method. So in the reproduction there are two methods, asexual by budding, sexual by formation of gametes. So in the life history there is an alternation of generation. That means asexual generation alters the sexual generation in their life cycle. So when the asexual generation alters the sexual generation in the life cycle, that is calling as a metagenesis. So here polyp is the asexual zooid, medusa is the sexual zooid. So the polyp asexual zooid generation is alternate with the medusa, that is a sexual zooid. So like that only here alternation of generation, asexual generation alters the sexual generation. That means polyp generation is alters the sexual generation, that is medusa, in their life cycle. So the alternation of generation in their life cycle is calling as a metagenesis. So this is the important point, metagenesis. And here after this there is a presence of ciliated larva, that is planula. So formation of ciliated larva, that is planula, in their life history. Okay, so here examples are hydra, aurelia, sea anemone, etc. So these are the examples. So did you got my point? So here cylindrites are diploblastic, metazoa, tissue grade of construction, having nematocyst and gastrovascular cavity. So remember this point here, diploblastic means the presence of two germ layer, outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. In between this presence of intermediate layer, that is non-gelatinous, non-cellular gelatinous mesoglia. Okay, and presence of nematocyst. So nematocyst are also calling as the cnidoblast and stinging cells, which are present in the ectodermal layer and helps in the capturing of food and act as a defensive organ. Okay, in the some organisms here tentacles are surrounds the mouth, and these tentacles provides the nematocyst. Okay, so here one of the most important character is polymorphism. Okay, so polymorphism having a polyp and a medusa. So Hence, so here alternation of generation exhibit in the some form. So asexual generation alters the sexual generation in their life cycle, that is calling as metagenesis. So examples are Hydra, Aurelia, that is nothing but a jellyfish, and sea anemone. Okay, thank you.